Hi, Mr. Jones.
Hey,
I'm Rachel, and
I'm Grace, and we're doing a political scandal on the Reynolds pamphlet. So, the people involved are Alexander Hamilton, Mariah Reynolds, James Reynolds, and I guess you can say Hamilton's wife because he cheated on her.
Eliza.
Yes. You can read this quote.
This is a quote from Alexander Hamilton in the Reynolds pamphlet where he says, "I can never cease to condemn myself for the pang which it may inflict in a bosom eminently entitled to my gratitude, fidelity, and love." In 1791, Mariah came to Alexander's home in Philadelphia, claiming that her husband had left her and their daughter for another woman. Maria had asked Hamilton for money here. Alexander went to Maria's house to deliver the money. So, again in 1791, James Reynolds, the husband, discovers their affair. He demanded $1,000, which is equivalent to $33,350 today.
And that was how much he was making. Like, that's how much Alexander Hamilton was making, like, yearly. So that was all of his money, basically.
Yeah, just to keep quiet about the affair. So, in 1791 to 1792, despite being caught, Hamilton and Reynolds continued their affair.
Until the summer
of 92. And then in 1797, Hamilton publishes the Reynolds pamphlet.
5 whole years later. So, then, this is just like a little, what is the Reynolds pamphlet? So, the Reynolds pamphlet is an essay by Alexander Hamilton, written while Hamilton was serving as Secretary of the Treasury. The pamphlet was intended as a defense against accusations that Hamilton had conspired with James Reynolds to misuse funds meant to cover unpaid wages to Revolutionary War veterans. Hamilton publicly admitted to the affair after his political enemies attacked and accused him of financial corruption. Hamilton responded by writing, "The charge against me is a connection with one James Reynolds for purpose of improper speculation. My real crime is an amorous connection with his wife for a considerable time with his privity and connivance," which basically saying, like, his real crime was that he was having an affair with James Reynolds' wife, and he knew, with his knowing consent, and he had no, he was not involved in whatever James Reynolds was, going on, so he used the affair as,
So he admitted the truth.
Yeah, he was, basically, he had to tell the truth that he was actually having an affair, and that's why he was sending him money, not because he was involved in this drama. So the effects of the affair in the Reynolds pamphlet was, the courage to be honest allowed some people support because Hamilton was honest about his affair, but although he was honest, it still severely damaged his reputation for wanting to be president. Like, he was running for president, and the fact that he had an affair, it was kind of like the first major sex scandal of the U.S., so that detrimentally affected his presidency, and he could not become president because everyone was like, no, I don't want a cheating husband.
And people saw him as a villain.
Yep, the devil horns.
So Thomas Jefferson, on the other hand, had already despised Hamilton. It was a clash between two founding fathers, and although Jefferson didn't comment when the affair became public, he used it as an advantage when he was running for president.
So they were mortal enemies. In the musical, he says, he sings a song, it's never gonna be president now, because he also wanted to run for president, Jefferson, and so when this happened, he was like, well, Hamilton has no chance now. Yeah, It helped. And these are the references we used. And yeah,
thank you for watching.
Love APUSH.
Love APUSH so much.
Love you, Mr. Jones.